sexy, magnificent mother truckers. I'm not sure are you going to ever see this footage, but if you will, it is way after the Raumfalte loot boxes or tiered loot boxes or shard loot boxes, call it however you want to. And I want to see how the things are looking like and how addictive this shit is. Let's see. Let's see what this mother trucker has to offer. Oh man. Okay. The rewards, you can check it out in the index as per usual where the loot boxes goes. Man, those animations. I need to highlight one thing, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, is that they are definitely looking way better than any loot boxes that we ever had, okay? I mean, I haven't opened Raumfalte, so I'm not entirely sure, but this looks pretty solid, if you will. Man. Okay, I see how it goes. So far, we're getting a couple of the bigger tier boxes. Nothing unusual, nothing too crazy. And you can see by the colors, are you getting something actually good or not? As an example, this opening is very, very lucky just because we got some higher tier boxes, right? So far, not a single premium tank. Nothing too crazy, nothing unusual. Yeah, they look good. I must admit that inner child Skillato is I do not know is satisfaction the right word, but I can see how beautiful they are. And have you noticed those bloody slot machines and whatnot? They have quite crazy animations and whatnot, so this is very similar situation, but in the modern gaming, if you will. Oh, first tank. Okay, I see how it goes. I just one ugly mother trucker, to be fair with you. Okay, thank you. First tank after 50 boxes or something like that, right? Yeah, 40 something boxes. So pretty much on the guaranteed. Oh man. And this is without animation. This is without animation opening, so... this is with animation, and without animation, how does it look like? That makes sense. I thought that it is without animation, but you can just spin it quickly if you are getting annoyed with it and whatnot. I can see exactly how it is looking like. Okay, we are getting ourselves Bzig, Bzug, whatever that is. Yeah, you can power open it if you want to, then you are going to deal with it relatively quickly. And you can see by the color over there how it is looking like. If it is red, that means you got absolutely F all. If it is blue, that means that you got something decent for yourself. And by saying something decent, I mean you are most likely going to get either the tank, or if you have all the tanks, you are going to get the boxes in this way, or the next level boxes. I must definitely admit that this is pretty addictive type of stuff. And whenever you are thinking that this is 500 loot boxes as an opening, it is pretty crazy to think about, at least in my opinion. Because this... those 500 boxes is like 600 euros worth of the stuff in game. And the satisfaction that you are getting from it, I assume this is going to be like 10 more minutes of clicking the button and opening the stuff, right? Chrysler. Okay, we don't even see the animation for Chrysler. No, Wargaming, how to understand this? How to understand this, huh? And now I think we have all the new tanks. So what that means? That means whenever we are hitting, holy bananas, you can get heart attack from all of this. Thank you for subscription, whoever you are. Now I believe whenever we are going to roll the tank, we are going to get the other tier box or whatever else. Now, the one more thing to say is how this event is kind of screwing the players to the certain extent is that you are not getting compensation for the tank that you own or that you have, right? So what that basically means, if it happened to be that you are the tank collector and you are getting the vehicle that you already owe, after getting all the new ones, all the fresh ones, everything, that basically means you will get another box. So instead of getting 10,000 gold, 8,000 gold, 7,000 gold, you see, you are getting compensation as a box, which in my opinion is definitely not really good value for a player. But once again, that is only me, and maybe I am just me being a mean mother trucker, right? I would definitely rather have 10,000 gold than other chance to get something in the box, right? But once again, that is only me, and this is how am I looking into the things. Okay, look, another premium that would be 10,000 gold, but instead of 10,000 gold, I am getting the box, right? Once again, I'm quite curious how many boxes after 500 we are going to have, because if math is mathing, after 500 boxes, if there is 25% chance to get the box, we should potentially have, actually I can check it out while I'm opening this. We have a second, right? I can go to the index page and I can check out calculator how much we should have. Just like so. Okay. Another tank replaced in the box, I see. Okay, so we are clicking 500. And in 500, actually 2 tanks replace it instantly. So that would be 20,000 gold. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so after 500, we should have, in theory, 635 boxes on average, right? Whenever we are going to open everything, and we will check it out. We have statistics, we will take our time, we will add the numbers, we will add absolutely everything, and we will see how the things are looking like. But in total, in the nutshell, what the data shows is we should have 228 tier 1s, 84 tier 2s, and 22 tier 3s. This is how the things are looking like, right? Looking into the calculation, but once again we will see how the things are looking like. But I definitely do understand what what kind of level of gambling this is, and comparing to the standard loot boxes feels like the most innocent thing, especially for folks that are collecting the vehicles themselves, you know? That's for sure. That's quite an interesting. 2 boxes from 1 box. Just because we got the compensation for a tank, right? And once again, very easy thing to see. Are we lucky or we are unlucky? Where the boxes goes is that blue light. If we have a blue light, that basically means we are getting something on top, right? Simple as this. I'm quite interested to see how the opening of the tier 3s are going to look like and how many of them are we going to get. Are we going to be lucky or not so lucky? This is the question. This is the question. Very rarely we are having the red color. The red color pretty much means that we are unlucky, right? Once again, we are getting tank compensation. We are getting another box inside of the box. But you know what? I can tell you that much. If this thing would have a compensation for a tank, that if you roll at the tank, you are actually going to get gold, it would be better than Christmas loot boxes. I kid you bloody not. I kid you bloody not, it would be better than Christmas loot boxes. Just purely how much stuff you are getting, you know? Purely because of that. Another box. And the resources overall are absolutely insane that you are getting over there, at least in my opinion. I mean, you know, I wish to say I would be getting this type of stuff on my peasant account, but you know, peasant account doesn't spend the money, that's for sure. But opening this, once again, it works the way that I expected it to work. All of those fancy animations, you know, whenever you are opening something, even this type of opening, whenever you are getting 4 boxes inside of the 5 boxes, I mean, I can feel my brain tickling. I mean, this is what Wargaming has done over there is absolutely nuts. And it's not to praise them in a way that, oh, Wargaming did an absolutely amazing job. It's a bit different type of situation. It's about how smart those mother truckers are and how good they can play people emotions and what you can see of all of this. Purely from the psychological standpoint, no wonder why people are getting hooked on this stuff and why they are spending more money than they initially thought that they would. You know what I mean? It is absolutely ridiculous and absolutely crazy. And in the same time, I must admit, Wargaming is pretty smart, mother truckers, by giving the content creators 500 of those. I mean, most of the content creators are not going to show the openings for obvious reasons, right? It's just simply none of the content creators want anything. Well, most of the content creators do not want anything bad to their community, to their audience, and whatnot. And you know, this is the main reason why most of the folks are staying away from the gambling deals, even though they are paying a lot of money. I can tell you that much. And I had some offers as well over the years with those, and you know, the amount of the money that they are paying is life-changing money. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. But once again, you know, you in the end of the day, you need to look at yourself after the day, and you need to be able to. What is that? Was that the first core that I got from all the opening? I opened 400 boxes and I got the very first core? That's absolutely insanity if it is the case. If it is the case, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is insanity. But that emotion, once again, it tickled my brain quite a bit. Man, what they have done. What they have done. And to continue the topic or continue the point, you know, this shit is definitely hitting the receptors. This thing definitely hits the brain, and I definitely can see how it is hooking the people up. And you know, hooking is even different thing whenever you are opening um, whenever you are giving 10 of these to open, you know. And most of the players won't be doing this 5 by 5, they will do 1 by 1, right? Especially the folks who are considering to buy them or not considering to buy them, just to get that a bit of the tickling effect in the head. I mean, this opening is absolutely ridiculous. Out of 5 boxes, we got 4 boxes inside, which is quite crazy if you would ask me. It is quite crazy, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. So, you know, maybe the resources that you get into your account after you are opening these, they're pretty decent, right? I am not denying that. I'm not saying that this is bad value for you. Well, depends what you are calling a value, right? Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. And I do not know how many compensations I received from the tanks, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely crazy, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It truly is. The amount of the compensations that we received from the tanks is absolutely ridiculous. And by the way, I'm clicking the button for 17 minutes and I'm still pretty bloody entertained. And look at this, whenever you are rolling the next level, how fancy is that? How fancy is that, fellas? This is absolutely ridiculous. Truly. Absolutely ridiculous. Man. Evil bastards. Evil bloody bastards, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, truly. That's what I call evil. 20 boxes to go and we will move to the next tier. Meanwhile, once again, I would rather see the gold amount instead of getting another box, but we'll see. I'm very curious to see how lucky or how unlucky have we been where the opening goes, you know? Because all of this information, we will take our time, we will add it into the index calculator, and we will see absolutely everything over there, right? Okay. We have 77. We are a bit below, and we have 14. We are a bit below. Okay, let's see the animation of this opening. Is it the same? It is kind of the same, no? But the rewards that you are getting is definitely better. At least it looks like it, right? You are getting free experience. You are getting a zillion of the premium days. You are getting a lot of the other resources, but so far not a single core after 15 opened. That is pretty concerning, to be completely honest with you. Okay, now it is blue, right? So it's more fancy. We got the tank for ourselves. Okay, I see how it goes. And I think all we needed to do, we needed to get one unique tank of all of this, right? That's all we needed to get from that. Good, very, very nice. Ogre. And still, here you go. We have a core. Okay. I'm telling you, this is still bloody evil. This is still bloody evil, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Still pretty evil. Some 5x experience. I will definitely get plenty of the use from all of this. I can tell you that much. I can tell you that much. Okay, 52 to go. Okay, we don't need animation anymore. We are very, very well aware of how the things are looking like. We will check the animation by the last tier as well, right? To see how the things are looking like. We are getting compensation as a box. We are getting another core. Or another level 3. Man, this is satisfying. This is satisfying. What they have crafted in all of this... This is quite something. And not in the good way, you know? Not in the good way. Not in the good way, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy. From the level 2s, you are getting quite a bit of those. I can tell you that much. At least it looks like it. Unless I am very, very lucky with the opening. As an example, from the 5 boxes, we got 3 maximum level, right? So once again, we are quite lucky. We are definitely quite lucky, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. For the very first time, I have seen 14 premium days. Plenty of the crew booklets, man. This is going to be quite something for since you know I haven't paid absolutely a single penny for this. For me, I will take advantage out of this, and I will use this with a big smile on my face where the values goes, you know. Now I'm quite curious what is in the last box. You know what would be funny? If we would not be able to get all the tanks from 500. That would be quite funny, not gonna lie. A lot of cores though. Or a lot of tier 3s. And you know, even with a skipped animation over there, we can clearly see what is happening. They are still hitting our senses, and they are still hitting, tickling our receptors that we are getting our value and whatnot, and the eyes are excited for all of this stuff, right? Quite crazy. Okay, 4 middle boxes left to open. Think about how much of the resources we would actually get over there. It's crazy. And 30 boxes. We're supposed to get 22. So I am very, very lucky where the opening goes. Okay, let's go. Let's open the 3rd level. Let's see how it is looking like. Blue. I think they are exploding a bit differently now. And this is where the good stuff is. You can get even crew members, you can get gold, you can get quite some stuff, fellas. And whenever you're opening 5 each, I mean, it should be blue most of the time, but we'll see. Another box. So far, 10 opened, not a single tank. And we don't have a tank here. Oh man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Now it's 100% blue because we just hit our guaranteed rate, you know? Yep. 350,000 experience, though. Free experience. This is ridiculous. And this is guaranteed tank. Serpentine. Okay. Now, 10 more to go. There is a chance I won't get 2 tanks out of 500 boxes. That would be pretty insane, fellas. That would be absolutely crazy. I kind of wish not to get the tank, to be fair with you. I kind of... Oh, 50,000... 55x experience. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. The amount of the stuff that you're... I did not receive the tanks. From 500 boxes, I did not receive everything. And I am missing only 2 tanks. Man! Okay, we still have 4 cores left, so we need to open them one by one. Oh man, I received only 1 tank. Can you imagine? I received only 1 tank. Yes. Oh, I did not receive one of the tanks. And this is me having all the vehicles. So 500 boxes were not enough. What is the price? What is the price of this shit? 230. So that was more than 500 euros opened of the boxes. More likely 600 euros. 600 euros, fellas. 600 euros opened. 600 euros opened, and I did not receive at all tanks while having everything. Man, they are milking the collectors beyond belief. This is so bloody ridiculous. This is so bloody crazy. It is not even funny how crazy is that. Okay, let's see. We opened 693 boxes, and we supposed to open 634. So we got lucky on 5 boxes, right? That's what we got. Now, what we are going to be doing, I will take my time to add every and each vehicle that I got, right? And I will name the tanks that I got, the ones that I had before, or maybe I won't even name those tanks that I got before. Maybe the lower tier ones. Maybe that is the right way to do the things. And I will come back in a second. Okay, all calculations are done. I took quite a bit of the time to enter everything into the index, and we are going to talk about this in a second. But now, remember the price of all of this? 265 euros per 230. This is absolutely insane and ridiculous, fellas. And on this opening, this is what we have. You haven't seen this opening, but it was a bit more luck. This is an extra count. Once again, I really want to highlight one very important thing. I got all of those boxes from our gaming side, right? And I have done this on purpose, fellas, to showcase for you what you can expect to get from 600 to 700 euros value, and to release this content after event ended, right? So without further ado, let's see how the things are looking like. On my lucky opening, I got pretty much everything about apart Schwarzwald. Quite a lot of the resources, a lot of premium days and whatnot. But you know what? Once again, what we are talking about 600 to 700 euros worth of stuff in game. This is absolutely ridiculous. I really want to focus on one thing. Focus on the gold. 22,000 gold. It's quite laughable, to be completely honest with you, because if you would invest the same amount of the money in the Christmas loot boxes, you would get so much more use. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is a less lucky opening, so we can see after 500 boxes we are 25% bottom, and we were missing 2 tanks, which is absolutely ridiculous considering you are spending 600 or 700 euros on the game, right? The noteworthy thing is this account got a bit more lucky on the premium days than the previous account, right? but in the same and a bit more lucky on the gold, but way less lucky where the top tier awards goes, right? And once again, this video has a purpose to highlight how scummy this type of event can be, especially for the tank collectors, right? So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you had a great time with us. Once again, my mission is to showcase what you can expect from all of this, and you will think twice, do you really want to do that or not so much? Anyways, love you all and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.